Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm in Italy. I'm so excited to be here. It's been on my bucket list. I'm obviously on the cruise. It is currently 8:45. We've got to meet our shore excursion leader at 9 AM and then we're going to get off the ship and explore the city. We've got our safety vest on and helmets and we're just walking down to grab our bikes now. Stop one was this big old wooden ship. Next stop is the house of Christopher Columbus. Okay, this is our third stop. This really old basilica and it's absolutely amazing. We just went inside and had a look as well. So we're at our last stop now. We're at the Piazza di Ferrari. It's like the main center part of Genova, which is where we are. The fountain and all the buildings kind of around it. It is about 12:15 and we've got like 45 minutes to kind of walk around the city centre here. I am going to try and find a postcard and then we're going to head back towards the cruise ship. This is lunch for today. We're back on the ship for now just to get some food. We finished our bike tour, which was really nice. I also got a piece of chocolate raspberry cake. It was very nice. And then we've just come back to the room now and then we're going to get back off the ship. It's currently 2 o'clock. Just waiting for my family to come back to the rooms and then yeah, we're going to get back off the ship and just kind of walk around the town a little bit more than what we got to do, because obviously with that excursion we were on a time limit as to when we had to kind of get back and then ride back to the ship. But the excursion was really nice. So we actually didn't have much that we wanted to see or do here in Genova. So that bike tour was a good way to see the city, and I think we're doing quite a few more bike tours on this cruise anyways. So I'll update you guys when we're leaving the ship again. Okay, we're back off the boat. It's 3:45. We've been off for about 45 minutes. I think we got off around 3 o'clock, maybe just before. We're kind of just walking around Genoa. We don't really have any plans. We're just walking through the streets and all the different piazzas as well. So we're probably gonna do a little bit more walking, then we'll probably head back to the ship and just relax before we have dinner in the dining room tonight. Okay, back on the cruise ship now. It is 4:35, so that concludes day one in Italy. I had a really fun day, just exploring the town, not really having much set plans. The bike tour was good to kind of see the main sights and everything. So I'll see you guys in the morning for day 3 of the cruise and day 2 in Italy. Okay, we're off the ship. It's really windy at the port, but we've got about a 40-minute drive from Livorno, which is where we docked, out to Pisa, which is where our first stop of the day is. We've arrived in Pisa. It's like 3 degrees, but the sun's out, which is nice. We've got these little boxes, things similar to every guided tour that we've had, so we can hear our guide while we're walking, which is good. First stop is the Pisa Cathedral. We are actually going inside it as well. Okay, next up is the Baptistry of Pisa. Okay, we just finished in the baptistry and cathedral. They were both really stunning inside. There was obviously all the old stone and marble, and then there was all the mosaics and everything. So now we are walking around to actually see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Alright, it's definitely leaning. It's 11:30 now, just kind of walking around all the streets of Pisa. We did spend some time doing the iconic pose with the tower. Obviously all 4 of us did get a photo of that, and now we're just going to walk around a little bit before we have to meet our guide back at 12 PM. We've just gotten back on the bus and we're heading back to the port now where the cruise ship is. It was really cool to spend the morning here and see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Update, it is 2 o'clock. We've come back onto the ship. We just had lunch at the buffet. I ended up making myself like I think it was turkey, but it was marinated in like some sort of dressing, which was really nice. And I made that with like a salad. And then I also had one slice of pizza as well. And now we're just come back to the room to sort our stuff out, and then we're going to head back off the ship now to explore Livorno, which is where the actual cruise ship is docked. Okay, so we're on the bus now. We have to catch this little shuttle bus into the Livorno city centre. Okay, we've made it into the city centre now. It was only like a 15-minute bus ride, but quite a bit of that was getting out of the port, because it is also a commercial port as well, even though the cruise ship is docked there. So now we're just going to kind of walk around. I'm probably going to do some Googling and see if there's anything kind of to see in Livorno. We don't really have any set plan. We're here until, I think the cruise ship leaves at like say 7:30 or something, so we've got until like 6:37 to get back on board, so we'll be back way before that. We're just going to kind of walk around and see where we end up. Just came to like almost like a mini harbour, and it's so pretty, like all the different coloured buildings, and then across there is one of the old ports that's here in Livorno. Okay, we've been walking around the water now. We saw like a mini harbour with all these really pretty coloured buildings. Where are we going next, Dad?
We're going to the old fort called Fortezza Nuova.
So we're going to walk in there now. Okay, we're back on the bus now on the way to the port. It's been really fun exploring Tuscany and Livorno and Pisa today. I loved seeing the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Like it's like surreal to see it like in person and see like how much it actually is leaning. The weather has been like amazing. It's been a little bit cold, but it's been sunny the whole day, which is always nice. Alright, I'm back on board now. It's 5 o'clock. I did get a Coke on the way home for some sugar, but that concludes day 2 in Italy, so I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. It is the 8th of January and it is our 3rd port in Italy. Today we have a big day because the port where we docked is about, I think it's somewhere between an hour to an hour and a half actually away from Rome, so we've got a bit of travel time today. But I'm about to go grab my family and we're going to go walk down to meet for our shore excursion. We are doing another e-bike tour around Rome and Vatican City, which should be pretty good. Okay, we've just gotten off the ship now. We're walking through the cruise terminal on the way to our bus. We're doing an e-bike tour again, so we're going to be on the bikes going through Rome and Vatican City. It's 10:45, we just made our first stop. It's kind of cold, so I've got my like hood on, and then I've got my helmet on top of it because it's a bit chilly and it's windy when we're moving. Okay, this is our first stop of the day. So this was a really big arena back in the Roman times where they did various activities. Now it's all just the ruins. Our next stop today is the Pantheon. It's actually not too cold like when we're not riding, so I think we're going to end up getting back to the ship a bit later because we've got quite a few stops here in Rome and we're getting time at each stop to like kind of explore the streets kind of around it as well, which is nice. Okay, next stop is a castle. It's pretty crazy. It's actually really big as well. It also used to be the private residence of the Pope, however now it's a museum. Over here you can also see Vatican City in the background. We're walking into Vatican City now. Alright, we're in Vatican City now and there's St. Peter's Basilica in front of us. There's so many marble statues like all around. So on our bike ride we've literally had to like weave in and out of people like on the side streets, like go through piazzas that have been crowded. We've been like riding on the side of the roads and stuff, and it's a really good way like to see Rome, and then getting to stop here at like the Vatican. There's St. Peter's behind me. Has been amazing. Okay, it's lunchtime and I've got my salad and ham. Okay, so our next stop is the Spanish Steps. They're literally like right in front of me. Actually walking up the Spanish Steps. Alright, our next stop is the Trevi Fountain. There's like a huge queue to like go down right to like the edge of the fountain there. Like it goes all the way back around there. So I won't be doing like, we don't have much time, but still really happy that I got to see the fountain. Okay, we've had about an hour at the Trevi Fountain. We've just had time to kind of get some food, have a look around the shops and look at the fountain and stuff. I did get some gelato as well. I've almost finished it, but it was really nice. It was like a chocolate chip vanilla flavour. And then we're gonna go, I think we've got 1 or 2 more stops before we head back to the shuttle to take us back to the cruise ship. Okay, we've just left the Colosseum. It is 2:45 now. I did think that the Colosseum was like kind of more out of the way, but it's... I'll walk up some stairs to kind of get a bit of a better viewing point, which is what our, like the guide that's doing our e-bike tour told us to do. But it's pretty surreal for it to be like right behind us. Okay, we're just heading back to the bikes now. It's just so unreal that the Colosseum is like literally right beside us. Like we're walking like underneath it, like underneath, and it's like literally right above. Like that's just so crazy. Okay, we're just leaving the Colosseum now. It's actually, I can't believe that I'm here and just like seeing it in person. It's always like just wow. Just like looking at the structure and like the architecture and like all the history around everything that we've seen. It's pretty amazing. We didn't actually go like inside because we didn't have enough time, obviously, because we are on that bike tour. But if I ever come back to Italy and come back to Rome, I'll definitely go inside and have a look. We're back at the bus station now. It was so cool to explore in Rome. It's such a cool city because it is like super old. Everywhere we looked, like every corner, there was always like ruins of some sort, which was super cool to see. Around the time we were at the Trevi Fountain, while we had free time, I also did manage to find my postcard. So I just got this little one. It says Roma in the middle and it has kind of got white borders similar to like quite a few of my other ones, and just like the main things that we saw there as well. So I'm going to add this one to the collection. They're currently all sitting like in this bag that I got from my postcard in London. Okay, back on board now. That concludes the last day in Italy. I definitely would have liked to spend a bit more time here in this country and visit some other different cities. However, I feel like coming here on the cruise was a good way to see the main ports and the main kind of landmarks and historic parts of each like city. I'm going to end the Italy vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!